Do I really love this person? You have to think hard.
Hi, I'm Shanice.
Hi, I'm Xavier.
I am Julian.
Hi, I'm Leah, and this is ZULA ChickChats. So today we'll be talking about whether love is a choice or a feeling. So first of all, what does love mean to you guys?
I think love is something that's very irrational. It must not be logical. It need not be logical.
It must not be logical.
It
Wait,
need not
wait.
be logical. You do it simply because you want them to be happy.
For me, love is being able to provide under any circumstance. That's it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wise words.
For me, I think love is when you're willing to sacrifice something for the other person. Like maybe you don't like doing something, but for that person, you're willing to either do it or like just drop your ego.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
that.
compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just unconditional care for the other party, be it your friends, family, or your partner, and also putting them before yourself. Yeah. So the next question is: have you guys been in love before, and how many times?
My first relationship started when I was 17 years old probably. And it lasted for like 2 years I think. And although that was when I was younger, but I feel that was considered love because I was doing things that doesn't make sense sometimes. Okay, so right now I'm in love with my girlfriend. We have been together for 6 years already.
Okay. Wow, that's a long time. Okay.
I really love her because we've been together for so long firstly. And I've been doing a lot of things for her. I'll put down my ego for her. I will listen to her. One example, she actually was planning to go Bangkok for holiday.
Yeah.
So I couldn't send her off the next day. So she actually told me, why not you just fly there today? I'm like, okay, maybe it will work. Although the ticket was like
Oh.
$450 for like 1.5 day trip. Super expensive. Yeah, I know.
My boyfriend did the same thing. Yeah.
Oh,
He just flew well.
Cannot relate. Like what? How about you, Julian?
I don't have any.
It's okay. I also
I'm always like willingly doing whatever we want to do. Like I have probably been in love twice. The first time was puppy love, which is when I was discovering like, ooh, so this is how it feels.
Okay.
Yay, I love this woman.
Oh wow.
I mean girl.
Girl, the
I
woman.
should devote myself to her.
Okay. Okay.
Fully everything give to her, but then I discovered it was wrong.
What?
I got cheated on and
Oh my god! Oh no, no, no,
So,
no. Okay.
that was a hard lesson on love though. Yeah, so the second one is currently now, whereby I recently proposed and she said yes.
Yay! Congratulations!
So you can really see the difference. Now it's more like mature, I would say. Even though we've been together for almost 6 years, I have never felt forced to do something just for her. Like I kind of like did everything willingly. I'm not trying to sound cool, but
I think my second one was like passionate love. So it's like very irrational. It was just feelings. So my current one, which is my current boyfriend, yesterday was our anniversary also.
Oh,
so like 5
why
years
is everybody
together.
getting proposed and like anniversary? I just like, okay.
He will really put down his ego for me, and then I would do the same for him. Like we actually like different things. So I think that's what love is. Like what you mentioned just now, you're willing to sort of put the person before you.
The first time was when I was like maybe 19, 20. Because of a lot of circumstances, the relationship didn't work out. To this day, I still regret that I didn't try to make it work. But I learned from that relationship. So now I'm currently in a relationship, and I would say that yes, I am in love.
What did she
I told her to talk about it. Help me. Okay, so my relationship didn't start out like as a normal relationship. We never took our dating or whatever seriously. So we tried to actually we realized that we are quite suitable for each other. Then we're like, oh no, what is these feelings? I don't understand. A lot of people around you will tell you that like actually you look very happy. Have
or
you?
you're gaining weight. Wow,
That
you
is
two are
also-
gaining weight.
That is also
Must be great.
true. So the next question is, how do you know it's love and not infatuation? So what was defined in our previous ChickChats, right? Love is something that you will give up unconditionally for the person or make a lot of sacrifices. But infatuation, a lot of it is very self-centered.
Yeah.
I think infatuation is when you see the other person as perfect.
correct,
Like correct, can
correct.
do no wrong. So love is when you start seeing the flaws or the things the quirks that maybe annoy you, but you're willing to put up with it or be willing to just, yeah, it's fine. Everyone has their, own imperfections.
Yes.
And that's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
My current boyfriend is actually my rebound. He's, like cliche, but he's a yin to my yang or whatever.
Oh my god! Wow.
Like, so my bad part balance out with his. And
okay.
like vice versa. And I just think like we are a great team. So that's how I realized.
It's not just all the happy days, it's not
Yeah.
just rainbows and butterflies. You see the bad side of them and you still choose to stay with them.
With infatuation. In a way, it feels too good to be true. When you're with that person, like everything is too happy. Then when red flags like pop out of nowhere, you can't seem to like compromise on it. Like you can't take it. Then you realize that you're not really in love with that person.
Okay, so I had a previous relationship, right, where I felt that it was more infatuation than love. I wanted to stay in that relationship not for the right reasons, I feel. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. It's like the feeling inside is like this small, but then now my current relationship, the feeling like, whoa, it's like gonna explode the entire room, that kind of thing, you know what I mean? So everyone has flaws, so we kind of find a balance and find a way to overcome this particular flaw. And to me, if it's infatuation, the other party will just take it as like selfish. They will just be like, oh no, I just want to continue doing this and to deal with it. So then, do you think love is a choice or a feeling?
I think love is a feeling at first, but as you progress on the years and everything, it becomes a choice. Obviously, the feeling will still be there, but I think it's more like a 50% feeling, 50% choice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not saying it's not possible. Obviously, there will be, say, a minority that's possible, but that feeling from when they first started in the first month carry on all the way till like they're old and grey. But I think majority of people don't really have that because you have life's other issues like money, family, you know, work stress, whatever. So it becomes a choice because you choose to stay with that person. Like, no one is perfect. So if you don't think that way, right, you're going to be constantly looking for someone better and more perfect per se. So that's why some people end up cheating.
For me, I think love is a feeling, but sometimes it's actually a choice. Based on how much you love the person, that causes the relationship to either make it or break it. Sometimes some people just walk away.
Yeah, because obviously it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
But you choose to do it regardless.
If you just like base it on your feelings, right?
Yeah.
It'll be somewhat irresponsible, self-centered, I would say. You don't just like, haha, I like her now, but you have to think. You have to think hard. Do I really love this person? You have to think hard. So it's definitely a choice for me.
If you don't love the person eventually down the road, right, then what is the point of staying together with the person in the long run when both parties are not happy with each other? You know what I mean? You shouldn't like do wrong things, like example, go and find other people to compensate for the feelings. Once there's no more feeling of love there, right, then you can't really make it work unless it's a very faked or forced relationship lah.
You shouldn't be in a relationship jail, like you're trapped inside.
Oh my god.
Not feeling happy.
Yeah.
Then there's like you're making a choice of not being happy already. Then it's like wrong already.
Yeah.
You should feel happy first.
Yeah.
Then you make some choice.
I think also choice comes in when something happens out of the blue that turns your relationship like 180 degrees. Like what if like the person becomes a bad person halfway, that kind, and then like even if you freaking love the person like so much, everything, right, like do you still want to stay with the person? That's when you have to decide whether this particular person will affect your life in a negative way. Then do you agree that love in a relationship will eventually, you know, wear off as time goes on?
The ideal best kind of love, right, it's a combination of passionate and companionate love.
Correct.
That's a kind of marriage that will
Yeah.
eventually work out till forever lah.
As time goes by, you'll see like the imperfection in your loved one, right? And eventually this kind of thing will like probably affect the love. Throughout the whole course of relationship, you'll see the better side of them. You will love them more also. It's not a race, it's a marathon. So eventually you just reach the end point. That's what matters.
I wouldn't say like the feelings faded off specifically. It's more like it becomes very stable and steady.
For me, right, love won't fade off when both parties make the effort to kind of keep that fire alive. I think in the long run, people get complacent easily. It's possible, but it requires a lot of effort to ensure that your love stays all the way to the end. So the last question will be, what are some advice can give for couples who are in love? After all y'all have been in such long-term relationships, please give me some advice. I think I need advice.
Okay.
Give me advice, give me advice.
For you is take everything slow.
Okay.
Slowly move on towards different milestones in relationships,
Okay.
like being engaged, being married.
Real quick!
Yeah, date. Go dating first.
Okay.
Get to know the person. Decide if you really like him or her. Then you go through the honeymoon stage.
Yeah.
Hopefully you will last until you die.
For me, I think the best advice or whatsoever I can give is manage your expectation. If let's say you all fight, right, just make sure you all reconcile at the end of the night.
Yes.
That's
Oh
damn,
my God, yes.
damn important.
Never
like,
go to bed angry.
Never.
Or stay up all night and fight.
Yes, never. Just talk things out. Can be
Yes.
done. Everything can be worked out.
So like if there's something that he or she did that you like annoyed, don't keep it inside. Because it's gonna bubble and then it's just gonna like blow in your face.
If there's nothing that is severely affecting it that is making your relationship toxic, right, don't give up your relationship just because, you know, you feel that you can do better or like you can find someone better in that sense. Because I think that mentality will harm you a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no one better.
Yeah. It's like everyone has flaws. There's no
Yes,
one who
correct.
is like an angel or like fucking God sent drop from the sky, that kind of thing.
So today we talked about if love is actually a choice or if it's a feeling. And we concluded that love is a feeling that you choose to maintain. And love is also a marathon and not a race.
So if you guys have any stories, feel free to share with us in the comments down below and also let us know what else to talk about next time.
And don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Bye bye!
Bye!